Hey guys, Default here. Sorry about the shaking of my little tripod. We're gonna do a review of my Steam Deck. So right now, let me actually exit out of this game because This is take two of my video. So we're just gonna start with my Steam Deck. So my Steam Deck is 256 gigabytes with 256 gigabytes of memory, or memory stick. I am gonna get a 1 terabyte whenever I can, but honestly, I'm okay with 256 because so far I don't have a whole lot of games, and you guys are gonna see why. But yeah, I get 256 on here. Really cool device. Honestly, okay. So the whole story how I got this game or this game console, real quick. I traded in my Xbox Series X to get this guy because originally people are gonna be like, "Why would you do that?" So originally, I was supposed to get this guy, but because I had complications getting this device, uh, I think people had problems on quarter 1 or quarter 2 of purchasing this item and shipping it over. I had problems of it shipping over to my house because it would take my purchase, but it would keep canceling it because I don't know. I guess there was a bug or something like that. So I ended up giving up and then just ended up pretty much buying an Xbox Series X because at the time I really wanted to play the games I wanted, which is Guardians of the Galaxy and Watch Dogs Legion, which pretty much I think most of those games are on Steam. So not only that, there's more games on Steam than there is on Xbox. Because I mean, Halo Infinite is on here. Supposedly, I didn't know that, to be quite honest. It kind of surprised me. And Halo multiplayer is on here. But other than that, this was originally what I was gonna get before Xbox. So yes, I was actually legitimately when I bought this. When I traded my Xbox, I was looking for two or at least 512 gigabyte model, but I ended up coming across a 256 model. And now I came to think of it, like I wasn't really gonna buy a whole lot of games, blah blah blah. It was just gonna most likely be Spider Man, a couple of other games, blah blah blah. And yeah, now I'm falling in love with this thing, and now I want to get a terabyte memory stick. So, and I'm also gonna get the dock. I'm gonna buy an off-brand dock, not the one that like bricks your stuff. I've been seeing a lot of YouTubers using this one on Amazon. It's like worth like 13 bucks. A lot of people recommend it, so that's what I'm gonna do. But right now, I'm kind of just waiting on it because, for one, I need to get a keyboard for it, and I want to get one of those fancier keyboards so I can play competitively on to any other game that's going to be available on here if it's available on the Steam Deck. Um, but yeah, I'll most likely play Counter Strike. See if I can get Overwatch on this thing if I can figure out how to. But yeah, so comparison from my Steam Deck because I'm mostly a Switch player. Before I had my Xbox, I was mostly playing on the Switch. So this is my Switch. I had this when it came out. I know that like a week after when it came out, and people were having a hard time getting this. It was like literally a week after, and I got lucky over at GameStop because they were holding them for members only. So yeah, I got a Switch OLED, the biggest, the one that they have currently right now on the market. This is the Steam Deck. It's towers, or it just gobbles the whole console itself. And this is what like extra bumpers. If I got the split pad pros, it'd probably like be on par with this. But other than that, it's dude, it like almost. I don't want to put it screen to screen because I don't want to damage it. But like, look at that. This is like okay. So joystick to joystick. So it's pretty small. Yeah, they're pretty small. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Um, Honestly, this device is probably the coolest thing ever. Has adaptive. I don't know how to describe it because I'm giving you guys an honest like customer review, not like some like paid ad person. I'm not saying like any other YouTubers that have a paid ad thing, but I'm just giving you guys like an honest like person review of this console. It does have this weird what would you call it? It's like a PS. I've played a PS5 controller before because one of my friends has a PS5 controller. You know the when you touch the touchpad on the PS5 controller and it gives you uh, that feedback. When you press on this, it kind of gives you that feedback. That's what these things do, which is kind of cool. I like it, to be quite honest. I like messing with it. It's just kind of fun. The trigger buttons are kind of nice. I actually like the trigger buttons the way that they are. I like the distance of them. The bumpers are pretty cool. The flaps, I honestly don't like how clicky they are. They're not what I would force forte. Like it's not my cup of tea, to be quite honest, but they're there. It's nice. You can map your game to have this stuff. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty cool. You get your pretty much your start. That's what I call it, your start and your share button. Your joysticks are pretty cool. They're way better than the Joy-Cons, to be quite honest. So yeah, and not only that, you get free warranty on your consoles. So if you have your console and I think it's like the serial number, they'll hook you right up and fix it for you for free, or you just end up getting you a whole new console itself. So I don't have to worry about it. So yeah, your Steam button and your menu button or your quick menu button. So we're just gonna boot this up. Oh, sorry. Your volume rockers, your headphone jack, and your power cord hole, and your power button. And the vents. I think this is a vent, and obviously this is the vent. I can't tell if this is the vent. Your speaker here. The speaker's actually really loud. So watch, I'll show you. Come on. Just turn it on. I literally just got a screen protector on this thing too. I had it for like a week and a half. Or, no, it was like about a week or 2 weeks. No, no, no. What's today? Today is. I think today is. Oh, yeah, today, yeah, so technically 2 weeks because I got it on Thursday last. Yeah, no. Yeah, last week. So, yeah. These are all the games that I had. Um, so if you're wondering what this game is, I got this game for a gag. It was free to play. Don't ever play this game, or I'd never played this game, to be quite honest. Never really touched it and played like once, and it's kind of just weirded me out. Devil May Cry 5. Never played a Devil May Cry game in my life, but honest, or at least by far that I remember. But it was honestly a really good entry for me. Final Fantasy VII Remake with DLC, probably one of my favorite RPG games, especially because it's on this console. I do have a problem with the stuttering problem in this game because I'm trying to figure out how to like make it not stutter, and I'll go back to that, but we'll just move on. Gmod. Gmod, it says that it's not supported by all means, like it's not supported at all. I know it's backwards probably, but it says, oh, it's not supported. It's supported in a way, but you have some sacrifices. So like the keyboard, the mouse, etc. You still technically have a mouse and pretty much a keyboard, but it requires the mouse and keyboard. But you still can play the game. And Golf with Friends is actually a really cool game. If you guys are looking instead of Golf It, Golfing with Friends is actually one of the alternatives. I actually am gonna get Golf It. Left 4 Dead 2 is actually the first Steam game I've ever bought. I thought it could run my new MacBook Pro 2020 version, and it turns out I can't. So I wasted like $10. I think it was like $5 at the time. It was like a long time ago. And I never got to play it. So yeah, same thing as Golfing with Friends. Actually, Golfing with Friends works on my MacBook, which is dumb, but whatever. Um, Spider-Man Remastered. It's well worth it. I have never experienced any like glitches or lags or anything like or stutters or anything like that. At first, I did when I first started, but then after that, it just kind of just smoothed it out pretty much. I don't know what they did. They probably updated the game continuously because I got a lot of updates on Spider-Man more than anything. But honestly, yeah, which is weird because for one, this game has a bigger world than Final Fantasy VII, but the thing is that the textures in Final Fantasy VII are more defining, or they have more detail than Spider-Man. So I don't, maybe it's just the textures. I don't know. I have to fidget around with the settings in Final Fantasy. But yeah, multiverses. Got it free to play. I have my original account from the Xbox, so it's perfect for me. So now I can have my stuff on there. But it's a pretty cool game. Not really a fighting game person, but when I do, I like playing some of them. So I like playing Street Fighter, the OG type of ones, and this is just another version of Smash Brothers. So pretty cool. Sega Genesis. I just got it because it was like 50 cents or whatever at the time. It was like super super cheap. It was like 50 cents or 75 cents, and I got Sonic 3, and that's really it. And then I got Sonic Adventure 2 because $10 plus the DLC is like maybe $3. So it was really cool. Uh, the way that the startup start for Sonic Adventure, whoops, yeah, startup screen for the Sonic game. I'll just show you anyways because this is one of my favorite games. I am gonna get it Sonic Adventure 1, so I can have a whole, pretty much the Adventure Saga here. Okay, so yeah, sorry to be off topic, but this is the startup screen. So you have this old Windows, whatever. It's just gonna show you like, oh, like what would you like to, would you like the controller or keyboard? I think right now it's just kind of, yeah. Why is this saying keyboard only? I wonder why it's saying, yeah, give me a second. It's saying something wrong. Well, it would say controller, but yeah. So just start up the game. Sorry, my screen's like super dirty. I have greasy fingers because I don't know. I'm sweating a little bit. I really need to restart my game actually. Now that I think of it, because it never showed a keyboard thing, which is weird. Let me start it over again. Sorry. Sometimes you have to like fidget with it. There you go. So gamepad. Search your gamepad. Blah blah blah. It's gonna tell you what do you want, keyboard or gamepad. So you just obviously gonna have the gamepad because you're playing it on here. And then there you go. It's gonna do that every single time. I don't know why. It's super super dumb. But yeah, the resolution on here is okay. It's not like, sorry I made that face, but it's okay. But it runs well. Uh, Again, I haven't really been playing the games at all. I've been kind of just like testing out each game on this console. Overall, it works really well. Uh, no problems. Maybe Final Fantasy VII is probably one of the problems, but I mean I can like deal with it, to be quite honest. But yeah, Devil May Cry is also one of the games too that I had problems at the start until I figured out that I can lower the graphics on it. Um, but it's not horrible. It's playable if you just like really want a game, like say for example Spider-Man to go. That's your best alternative. Is just to have this. Um, Unless you want to deal with Xbox or not Xbox. PlayStation Game Pass, if you could do remote play, go ahead, do that. But honestly, this is a better alternative because you have a whole device with including different games. And yes, I can fully confirm that you can play this out and about. Obviously, except for the internet-based ones, so like maybe Gmod, multiverses, maybe multiverses. I'm not 100% sure because I've never played it offline. But yeah, most of the games you can play offline. But yeah, honestly, I would give this a 9 out of 10. It's not perfect. There's a whole lot of things that like need to be fixed. Most likely, like the battery life needs to be fixed, because Spider-Man. Not gonna lie, I have multiple times where Spider-Man actually eats up my battery, and it's kind of insane because It's weird because when I play Final Fantasy VII, because that requires more power, it eats up more than Final Fantasy VII, which is really, really dumb. But I don't know. But overall, 9 out of 10. To be honest, you guys should go buy a Steam Deck. It's well worth it. Not only that, you guys can experience PC gaming. So, yeah. If you guys have any more questions, leave a comment down below. I know I don't have a whole lot to talk about. It's just kind of a quick review. I got this as a pretty much myself birthday gift. Uh, I have nothing really else to say. It's just an amazing console. It's interesting. I'm kind of excited for the future of these consoles to uh, go forward. Maybe there'll be a newer version where they give you a better battery life. Maybe, I don't know. Other than that, yes, I did get my hair cut. Yeah, it's overall it's pretty cool. If you guys are looking for accessories and stuff like that, it's honestly a pain in the butt. So don't get the rubber. What is it? The rubber coverings. Don't ever get those because those are trash, and you cannot find any joystick extenders or covers like these things. You can't really find any controller extenders and stuff like that specifically for that. So you're kind of uncomfortable with the way that the joysticks are. Other than that, pretty cool, pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty much my whole review. Not sponsored by Steam. It's just my honest opinion. I do not hate the console whatsoever. It's such an amazing console. If I could buy like 50 of them, I could probably buy 50 of them. But for the price, it's pretty pricey. And especially for a 64 gigabyte, it's pretty much paying for a Nintendo Switch OLED, including a game. So, and that's including shipping and the memory card and so on and so forth. So, yeah, what would I recommend? What I would recommend on the console to start out with is honestly Spider-Man, because that's probably most likely what everybody's gonna be going up for. Maybe I might try GTA on here. I'm not really the biggest GTA fan on at all, especially because it got burnt out on it. Other than that, feel free to ask me any more questions. If there's any like problems with your console, maybe I can help you guys out. I don't know a whole lot about the console, but I can willing to try. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy this video review of my Steam Deck, and I'll give you guys more updates fluently so far. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.